Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Are we good in the neighborhood? So, as you can tell, Lumine's got a bit of, got a little further in their design project. Process. Sorry, I've had a very, very long day. And nothing major, just a good friend came over. I just gotta send something. So as you can clearly tell, we are gonna try to finish Lil Lumine here. And hopefully I don't have as many tech issues as last time. And please do not be shy to comment on anything. Oh, wrong tool, my bad. Don't be shy to start a conversation, as long as we're being civil about it. Not quite what I want. Also, I want to thank y'all for, if any of y'all will subscribe to Leviagrin, I want to say thanks for checking out one of my close friends. They are, they mean the world to me. They're one of my homies. God, I love this tool so much. To the person who created this, I see we have a funny man in the chat. I appreciate your comedy, good sir. Hey, Tyrone! Good to see you, buddy. Now I just gotta make sure that we don't have any extra ink fillings. Aw, thanks, man. I've been working on this for years. Not this piece, but, you know, the art skills, you know? And I'm on the dark. Don't you hate it when you're on the wrong layer? That is a lovely color. Now, to start color dropping, let's start with the lovely face. Oh, I twisted the pen the wrong way. I see we have 3 people in the chat. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Part of me just can't believe that 2023 is almost going to be over. There we go. There we not go. There we go. I think I zoom in. Oh, god damn it. I am not recalibrating my tablet on stream again. I do have in mind which chibi design that I want to do next for a stream like this. Because, if you all recall, I had 3 options for who to do. And the runner-up was our wonderful Junpei from 999. And he is definitely one of my favorite characters in visual novels. Hell. Lord have mercy. I know y'all are probably wondering, hey, why did I do the shading first? I just like this effect that turning the underside of coloring underneath or shading on a solid color. It feels less distracting to me. And I'm diagnosed with ADHD, so you know, the less distractions, the better. Thank you, Matthew Tillman. And I hope you have a good night, Hate Sir. Wishing you the best, my dude. I am hoping on doing some experimenting with 2024. I don't know about you guys, but I've been kind of slamming on video productivity. Earlier today, I got another video for 2024 done, and for reference, it's one of the Sonic Jenga videos, and it's one of the ones I had on the polls. I'm not gonna say which one, but I will say that the ones that got first place in that round are already done and set for April. God damn it, Tyrone, why must you hurt me this way? I've been working on 2024 videos so much that I keep forgetting that, oh wait, it's still 2023. Time isn't real. Anyone who tells you that it is a liar. They're in on the joke. Oh, I did not tweet this. Twas my bad. And I am very things slipped my mind. I am a one-person army. So one of the things I do hope to experiment is I'm hoping to try and branch into some other fandoms throughout 2024. Not quite make a full video like some of my Friday videos, but definitely I wanted to try use YouTube Shorts to see if I could reach some more people and experiment with more different fandoms. Because recently I introduced Leviathan and Slinkles to a visual novel series that I haven't read, but I've seen the anime of, and I love it. If y'all are familiar, have you ever heard of Higurashi Nakukoro ni? Not the Spartans! No! I am but one 5'4" person. Holy shit, I keep forgetting how white the Genshin Impact characters are. I don't know about you, but have you seen my avatar? I am pretty damn white. Come on, let me move it to the side so I can color pick. Thank you. Definitely. I probably should start drawing some Has-Been Hotel stuff. I've actually drawn some Has-Been Hotel content, like, not content, commissions and gifts for my friend Nalek Simba. And you might have seen some of them in her edits. One of them was for a rare pair ship that they have. You might... one of them being Husker and Cherry. I don't know, like, not a bad ship. It's very different from what you expect, and I kind of respect it. I don't know if they're gonna make new couples for the show. Oh, probably not. Probably they are. Who knows? Kind of just depends on what happens when we see it on screen. Ow. Wrong layer again. Wrong layer again. Well, that's just gonna bother me. No, mine, work with me. Perfect. If there's any artists that are watching, this is like a good tip that I recommend. When you color, darken your background. Because that will help, especially if you're working with a character with an incredibly light color palette. Because it's easier to see, like, dark spots shine through a lot of light colors than it is to see the color white through, say, another shade of white. If you're working especially with, like, a PNG, yeah, this is gonna be a lot of help. should have all the skin tone. Oh, I'm... Okay, so funny story, Tyrone actually did gift me something on Steam, being Outlast, and, I'm calling him out because he knows I'm a scaredy pants. Hence, I don't like first-person perspective games. They spooky. I can't handle it. It's one of the reasons why I can't do VR. Ouch, don't fail on me now. Look at her, she's all blue in the face. Oh, come on! I'm gonna put you in timeout, young man. Please go give a lot of love and support to Tyrone and affectionately bully them. Keyword affectionately. Like, don't be an ass. It serves you right, mister. Also, I just want to say my friend Leviagrin. Oh, come on. Put on your big boy pants and handle it. I do want to say thank you to those who are participating in the alphabet challenge for Leviagrin. Shut up! This is my friendship with Tyrone, by the way. How dare you? Anyway, thank you again for those who are partaking in Leviagrin's alphabet challenge. If this is like your first time hearing it, Leviagrin's doing a challenge where they draw a letter for the alphabet. Like, oh, if they get to this letter, say G, they're gonna draw Godot from Ace Attorney. Or I'm going to get to letter R, and I'm gonna draw Rolf from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Their most recent one is T for Tiana. And just a little recommendation. Comment I go to the comments, see what letter they want recommendations for, and comment whatever character that starts with the letter or that they're asking for. Like, that's the general gist. Also, please look at their, like, Tiana piece because it is so cool. It is so cute. They drew a train. In for one. So the variety is, pretty, boundless, to say the least. I will not yield. I will not yield. I got this. I got this. I'm not gonna have another pen bully me. This is the same pen, by the way. I didn't get a new one. Because tablet pens are expensive. Curse you. Who capitalism. God, that is like such an off-white color. Okay, that should be better. And for those who are not familiar, I am using Clip Studio Paint for my illustration work on my tablet. I use Procreate for most of my videos. Also, I just want to say thank you guys for getting me to 100k, not 100k, 1k subs. I was thinking, like, thank you for getting me to 100. No, wait, K. No, wait, that's a different number entirely. Oh, God. I am not good with numbers, by the way. I'm very confused on what's going on, but okay. Okay, so the pen is acting a little better than it did last time. So, hopefully we can get at least the flats done. We already got the shading done. Hun, we already got the shading done. All we need after this is gonna be... I did not mean to drag you there. Man, imagine how much like glare paint you would need to use for a single Genshin Impact character. I would think that would be a lot. So sorry, that was a notification. No, that does not sound like a project goal. I want to retain my sanity. Oops. Oh, wait. I haven't started the alphabet challenge yet. Alright, so how the alphabet challenge works is basically it's basically a community project. And basically I am waiting for a time where I am not very, very busy, and, you know, I do really want to do it eventually. I would like to practice, like, with other ones. And, like, the color wheel challenge. Oh, come on! We were doing so good! Guys, this physically hurts me. Ow. Alright. So the color wheel challenge is this challenge that started on Twitter, where you take this color wheel and you draw a different character for each color of the wheel, and it is a very community suggested project. You got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, light blue, purple, and pink. But again, like that is a very community-driven challenge. Probably November would be a good year to do it, because, like, that's Q-vember, so why not? Ow! Oh, come on. I mean, Sesame, you sure could. Oh, hello. Hello, new person. Aw, I appreciate it. I miss the skin tone. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Oh! Oh, those are supposed to be transparent. Curse you, Genshin Impact Designs. Yes, I did see Moon Girl get announced for February. Ah, boy. I am really excited for Christmas. Come on, select the other layer. I know you can do it. Ah, darn it. thank you. I've actually been practicing since I was in 5th grade. Do not draw Genshin Impact characters unless you want to lose your sanity. Why are there so many details? Why? I know they are 3D Miles. And the best advice I can give in that regard is just practice. Like, yes, there are times where you're gonna have to practice stuff that you're not gonna like. But, like, the only way to get better at drawing hands is just practice drawing hands. Trust me, you will learn tips and tricks. My back. Remember when you draw to do stretches, because being at a desk all day is... I don't think hands are as bad as people will say. It's definitely, like, it's a hurdle, but it can be done. And hey, I can draw hands better than an AI generator. I will take the cake. I wish them a safe delivery. Okay, I'm gonna move it to here, so hopefully I can get this done. Um... Hmm. Damn it. I do play Genshin Impact. It's been a while. Because I haven't been able to sit down and play. I can only really play on mobile because for some reason I just can't give up. I know PlayStation 4 is probably the best way to do it, and maybe even PC. I just can't do that. Like, I'm a portable kid. Like, my first console I ever bought for myself was a 3DS. Yeah, it's that's fine. It's all about the vibes. If something does not vibe with you, it's not worth it. I I probably should look into Honkai Star Rail. Maybe that would be like some fun content to delve in to practice with or try. I don't think I will. I don't know if I would want to draw some of the characters because I'm gonna be real. It's hard to do content for Genshin Impact because it takes so long to draw some of the characters. Mihoyo, why do you hate me so much? Yeah, with like Genshin Impact, you can always like rely on the fact that there's gonna be like another or event with the character, just not for a while. Oh, I forgot Black Clover had a mobile game. I've seen a few episodes of Black Clover. Not my thing, but I understand and why people enjoy it. My dad loves it. I got him a Black Clover t-shirt for Christmas. Not the best gift I gave him this year, though. So, for if you don't know, my dad is really big into Final Fantasy. Like, if I can name like 5 of his hyperfixation, that's like up there with like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and all those other fun ones. And he has a very special place in his heart for Final Fantasy VII. Now, in Final Fantasy VII, there's a very sad, tragic scene with one of the characters, and if you've played the game or been spoiled like how I have, you probably know who it is. And when that happens, their themes starts play. And the tragic thing is that you are then forced to play in a boss battle, like a very high energy boss battle, while this sad, somber music is still playing in the background after witnessing what you just saw. I'm mainly interested in Final Fantasy because the first ever console game that the first console game that I beat by myself was the first Kingdom Hearts. Not the PlayStation 2 version that I was like born when that thing came out. So it is a little special because my dad played it while I was still a baby. He was even holding me in his arms while he was playing. So eventually I came around to playing the PlayStation 4 version. And it is still like, it's bullshit. Like, it's dumb, but it's the best kind of dumb. 'Cause it's fine if you never played it. Like, alright, I'm of the opinion that Kingdom Hearts story is not complicated, but it sounds batshit when you try to explain it. It's like a dream. You kind of have to be there to fully get it, and just explaining it back to someone just doesn't have the same impact. And you don't even need to play, like, all of the games, per se. You only have to play 7 of the 13. I'll let that joke sink in. And if you get it, kudos. The first 3DS game I did beat myself was Pokemon X and Y. I did not get into gaming until I was in like high school. And this is gonna sound stupid, but the main reason why I wanted to, I have not been caught up on Helva Boss. I've been... My head's not in the right space. Like, you know how sometimes, like, your brain's been... Like, how sometimes your brain just has to be in, like, the right zone in order to consume something? I will say I have seen the Soulless music video, and, I played it right next to my best friend, and, he needed to, walk away because he felt sad. It did give me some good character inspiration for some of my OCs. In particular, Ace and Amika. And it's gonna sound weird, I know, but I think that might have to do with the fact that with Ace and Amika, when the stuff I posted about them so far, it's all been like comedy beats. I'm hoping to get the webcomic like sometime out in 2024. Sometime. I'm slowly losing my sanity, ladies and gentlemen. And gentle nuns. Why are there so many just... There's so many, like... I do want to give a massive shout out to Tyrone for... I want to give a shout out to Tyrone for helping me with the editing process for writing the scripts for the darn Ace and Amika videos. Like, not the videos, but like the episodes that I'm currently working on. I am making Ace and Amika, the Ace and Amika webcomic for y'all to enjoy. And if you haven't seen the compilation video I've made of Ace and Amika, please watch it. There's gonna be another one, like, for June of 2024. And these characters mean the world to me. They're like my children. I don't have children, but they're like them. I do want to praise Nalek Simba for sharing one of my videos on her community post to get people interested in it, because I don't know, it meant the world to me. She's my bestie. Darn it, I was on the wrong layer. If you've ever drawn on the wrong layer on a piece and didn't realize it till too late. It's not a VTuber, it's a PNG tuber. You see, a VTuber can move, and all I can do is blink and open my mouth. It's actually really simple to do. You just literally just need 4 PNGs. And with the power of technology, I have the ability to make it everyone's problem. I am debating if I should, like, share some of the test, like, shorts I'm planning on doing. I am planning on making some comedy shorts on YouTube Shorts to see, like, which ones do well, to see if I should make more content for certain fandoms that I haven't made content for yet. I have 3. Well, alright, so my advice with that, like, if you didn't, like, delete it, use, like, the best thing you can do with, like, layers is, I learned this, like, when I was doing Procreate, lock your layers. Like, sometimes you will have, like, this little, like, lock icon, and in Procreate they have, like, oh, if you, like, swipe the thing a certain way, it will, like, show you the options, like, duplicate. If you put it to lock, that means you can't do anything to that layer except maybe move it. That's how the best way to, like, remove, like, stuff like that, like, issues like that. I have fallen into the trap of not doing it, and it's like one of the things you just gotta make a habit out of. If you didn't delete it, I recommend using that as, like, a second pass, like, second pass sketch. Because the best advice I can give y'all is don't just make, like, a very rough, like, image of the character. Like, make a second rough draft sketch on top of the first. I guarantee you, it's gonna help. Multiple sketches for, like, rough drafts. I recommend it. Yeah, Procreate's in this weird state where it's like it's easy, but to know all the nifty swifts and tricks and stuff, like, it's something you gotta be patient with. And I understand that not everyone's able to has, like, the time for or that, especially since time is money. And by the way, I want to say that every like, to my knowledge, every like app that has like drawing app that has like layers has like the lock feature. Her. I'm saying this so that way, hey, if you're like, oh well, I don't use Procreate, I use a different thing. It's there. You just gotta figure her out where it is or how to access it. For the longest time, I didn't even know multiple I, layer modes were a thing, and I feel like a fool for not knowing it. I'm glad. I am gonna be introducing it to who Slinkles, so hopefully he enjoys it. I I think I have a bit of a weird streak with Slinkles because I've introduced him to some really good stuff. Like, okay, so my track record with recommending stuff for Slinkles in particular is weird because I've recommended him Amori, which it is a really good game and story, but it led he kind of held a grudge against me for that for a while. Like, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. However, I also introduced him to Zeroscape. If you haven't, and if you haven't watched Zeroscape yet, well, not watch, played or watch like a playthrough of at least 999. What are you doing watching this? Please watch it. It's one of the best visual novels out there. I'm hoping for some eggnog. I saw the FNAF movie and I gotta say, it's a lot better than you would think it would be. Cause I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. The FNAF games do not have good writing. The books don't have good writing. The fact that the movie made me care about Mike Schmidt, who, for lack of a better word, like, I've been betrayed. How dare you smear the name of eggnog? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. When I say I hope for some eggnog, mainly because whenever I get some and I leave for work and then I come back home to drink some, it's gone. Hun, and there are 3 people I know who are responsible. My brother, my parents. Oh yeah, like, nothing, like, I'm trying to think of like a good way to say this. Something does not have to be the greatest movie to do well. Sometimes it just has to like evoke the right emotions and just has a lot of heart behind it. One of the things that I think the movie will probably have over a lot of the game's heads is emotional core. Because there's a visual novel series that actually has this as a thesis. If your story, like, if your mystery has no emotional core to it, it's not going to mean anything. Like you can't just like make people wonder like what's in the box without giving us like a reason like why should we even care about the box. And also whoever thought of referencing Dream Theory, do you know how hard it was to fight yelling the words fuck F you right in front of my parents? Because, like, here's the thing, like, I haven't seen the Star Wars prequel movies, but I think this is, like, a good example. Knowing how or why the Force exists doesn't matter. Like, I recommend this as a rule of thumb. Don't explain the magic. Like, explain the basic things that I need to know, just don't explain the magic. Because at the end of the day, who cares? The most interesting thing that are gonna get people invested in, like, that kind of thing is character. Her. Like, people want to know, like, why did Anakin become Darth Vader? Like, what could possibly drive someone to that path? That is gonna be infinitely more interesting. Because stories are about characters. Oh no, I'm not mad about the Matt Pat scene. I found that hilarious. Hiss. I need to explain my complicated thoughts on the box. I don't like what the box represents because, to quote another PND tuber, the box is literally just whatever the community wanted. And the fact that it's been retconned to heck and back, heck and FNAF 4, I have the most complicated feelings about, because, like, it was around the time I actually started getting interested in Five Nights at Freddy's. But a lot of people who, like, look at FNAF more or now and say, you know what, I miss Sister Location. You know what I miss? I miss Dream Theory. Because Dream Theory, he can work as a story, it just has to be intended. And the problem with Dream Theory in the context of FNAF 4 is that it's trying to connect a dream to, like, stuff that was very clearly not really meant for that. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I hope you had a safe recovery with that. But, like, because, like, Omori is, like, an example of how you could use dreams as a very good way of doing it. Like, if you don't know anything about me, psychological horror is one of the genres I find the most fascinating. Like, a Batman comic I want to read is called Kings of Fear, I believe. And it's literally about Scarecrow from Batman giving Bruce a therapy session. Oh, thank God you covered. I'm glad. Because I think psychological horror is, like, it's one of those things where, like, it's very simple on paper, but it's actually really hard to master. Because you absolutely need to have very well-written characters in order for that head to work. Like, you don't have well-written characters, you are screwed, my friend. And I'm very much a character-driven person. Like, I'm fine with lore, her about, like, or world building. That's fine if it's interesting, I guess, but that's not what I want. I want to feel interested in people. I want to be engaged. I want to understand, how do you function? Again, one of the reasons why I love 999 so much, because I'm not gonna delve too deep into it, because I do plan on streaming it with my friend Slinkles. However, I will say this, the villain, I don't want to say villain, antagonist of the story is definitely one of the most interesting characters in the entire, like, probably definitely in, like, in the visual novel whole scene. No, I have not read Ume Neko, so I can't really say that for sure. I know it's, like, probably the highest rated visual novel ever, but that is also one of the longer ones. Like, for context, that one story is the size of the Harry Potter series and a little more. Like, the entirety of the Harry Potter books, plus a few extra 100 words. Which, another way to put that in context, that is a fourth of the Wheel of Time series. I want you guys to look up the word count for that, and you come back and tell me your reaction. And here's the thing, like, it's okay to have like stuff like not be filled in. It's just it has to be like if it is it incredibly integral, like you leave this to interpretation? No, then you probably should I want you to Google the word count for Wheel of Time and divide that by 4. Of the entire series of the Wheel of Time books. You don't really have the same problem with 999 because it is very much shorter. Oh yeah. I want to like put this into perspective. I was there for when Slinkles played through like the entirety of Zero Escape. And I'm never gonna forget this. Slinkle straight up, like, when we got done with Zero Time Dilemma, like, I know that's not everyone's favorite game, but we enjoyed it. When we got done with Zero Escape, like, Zero Escape as a whole, he simply just turned to me and said, "I'm so sorry. I doubted you." Because throughout the whole experience, he was so, like... He did not want to progress through the series because every, like, installment was incredibly good. And it blew his mind. Like, he's the kind of person where it's like, it takes him, like, 10 minutes to probably know where a story goes. This story robbed him of that in the best way. And the best thing a story can do, especially a mystery story, is just have you sit back and just revel in how just good it all clicked. Because if you don't have like a mystery story that does at least that, then that's a sore miss. Yeah, it is a lot of words. Herds. Ume Neko is... Yeah, it does. Not to mention, I'm gonna say this outright, June, or Akane, as you may know her, she is one of my favorite characters ever. Also, she's purple. That's just an automatic win. I 100% plan on streaming the Nonary games. I'm not sure about Zero Time Dilemma. I do also recommend looking up the voice cast for Zero Escape because it is interesting. So I need to actually like get through Vox Machina because I did start it because my friend Nalek, Simba, and Love Struckly like are really into it and I want to understand the hype because I really do enjoy like what little I've seen of it so far. Apparently the voice actor for Percy is the voice actor for Snake. Which clicks way too well. Also, Leviagran adores Snake. Like, I've seen their fan art that they drew of Snake. And I hope they make Zero Escape content so that the way they have a good excuse to draw Snake. I have not thought of a streaming schedule yet. I'm sorry. I still have a full-time job. Right now, this is all for fun. So it's very much sporadic. I hope to do at least once a month. no promises, but hey, who knows? I am very excited for Hazbin Hotel's release. I'm very curious on who it's gonna turn out. Cause I'm gonna give you guys a little mantra I have. Don't expect a A. Expect a C or a B, and just keep your like. I'm gonna use like a Avengers, Endgame quote, like interview quote to like give you an idea. It's gonna start, and it's gonna end. And honestly, that's probably one of the best ways to enjoy things. I am very curious about how the voice cast is. I have seen the Tangled series. I have mixed opinions on it. I do love Eugene and Rapunzel. Those are one of my highest Disney ships. Because I have a simple soft spot for them. They deserve the world. If you want to see like AMVs of Tangled, the series, I think my friend Nala X Simba has like done quite a few. I love her edits. Oh yeah, by the way, did you know that he is also Light in Death Note the musical? Did you know that there was a Death Note musical? Slinkles, you promised you would finish Death Note. I have been dying to talk to you about my thoughts on the ending. Hey, please finish Death Note. Oh, you fool! Yeah, I saw Keith David head voicing Husker, and I thought, yeah, that fits. Buddy, if there's a thought, there's a musical. There is an Ace Attorney musical. I have not seen it. I have not heard any songs from it. But alright, so I'm gonna probably, have you ever heard the song Only Human? They're only human, they don't see. I forgot the lyrics. Hang on, I gotta look it up. No, Ticketmaster, please don't annoy me. Also, please listen to some of the songs from it. They're legit good. Like, Where is the Justice is actually kind of goes hard. If you want my thoughts on Death Note, they're pretty simple. I have a very special soft spot for Misa because well, I associate Misa with Nala X Simba, and also she's just fun. Like, sometimes like a cute blonde hund that has a crush on a guy is just fun. And also, her story is actually really tragic when you actually step back and think about it. She's literally a girl that's basically giving up everything for a guy that only he wants to use her as a means to an end. Like, what part of you does not see that as tragic? Alright, I found the lyrics. They're only human, they don't see. Who they are is who they'll always be. Only human, after all. So they push and they shove with this thing they call love till they fall. This is only being streamed on YouTube. I haven't thought of doing Twitch. Maybe if I get to a point one day where I can feel more confident streaming, I could probably do Twitch. Alright, so where do I start? First of all, the voice actor for Junpei in 999 Zero Time Dilemma is the voice of Deuce Gorgon from Monster High. I want you to have that sink in for a minute. I mean, he also voiced Gil, but a lot of people don't really care about Gil. Another good one, Edward Bosco. You know the guy who voiced Alistair and some additional voices in Hell of a Boss and the Hazbin Hotel pilot? He voices Seven in Zero Escape. And Seven is Tyrone's favorite character, and I'm currently working on a video for him. Which, might I say, Seven is such a weird character, design-wise. So, like, here's, like, the thing with, So, like, here's the thing with Seven's design. Actually, should I bring this up? 7999. Images. I'm gonna show you his design and tell you that this is actually one of the most important characters to solving the story. Now, when you look at this, like, design, Hayne, this does not look like a main character or like a major supporting character. They look like a minor character. They look like a grunt you would fight. They look like a grunt in like a game or like a fisherman in Pokemon. But no, like, he is actually incredibly integral to the story. Yeah, like, that's the idea. And I kind of like that. Like sometimes character designs that go against what they actually are to lead you to think there's something else can actually absolutely work in character design. It's just, it has to be intentional. Another good one is that another good example is that Ace is voiced by Richard Ebcar, who voices Ansem from Kingdom Hearts 1 and Bato from Ghost in the Shell. I know it's not, like, unheard of or unthinkable for, like, Ace, especially with his, like, tone, but at the same time, it's still kind of surreal. Oh, and my favorite character from Virtuous Last Reward is actually voiced by the current voice actor for Knuckles the Echidna in the Sonic the Hedgehog games. And let's just say, his Tenmyoji's performance in the bonus ending of Virtue's Last Reward sticks. It fucking stuck with me in a way I didn't think it would. Also, Dio is voiced by... Dio from Virtue's Last Reward is voiced by Infinite the Jackal and Gaara from Naruto. And also, there are two 10-year-olds, one being voiced by the voice actor for Apple White from Ever After High, and the other one being voiced by Raven Queen from Ever After High, and something about that is just funny to me. Oh yeah, Edward Bosco is a very talented voice actor. He has my respect. And I think his performance as Seven made me love the character even more because, yeah, if you didn't know, the Nonary Games version is the first time that 999 was ever properly voice acted. It was like just a little beep 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 like sounds for the character dialogue. Then Virtue's Last Reward came in for the voice acting, and that's a conversation unto itself. And after Zero Time Dilemma, they decided to remake 999. I've seen Amazing Digital Circus. I have not seen Murder Drones. I have thought of watching it because I'm part of a multi-editor project group, and one of them does a lot of stuff with Murder Drones, and I'm kind of curious. Kind of the same way I need to watch Lego Monkey King. Gosh, dang it. Also, I found out that for those who've played Zero Time Dilemma, Eric is voiced by Keith Silverstein, who voices Hawkmoth from Miraculous Ladybug. And I'm just saying, man's got talent. Oh, and he also voiced Mondo Iwata from Danganronpa and Vector the Crocodile. We respect voice actors with incredible range. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to look into who people voiced in previous works, like both on the Japanese like cast and the English cast, like you're gonna find some fun connections. I distinctly remember I looked up who voiced Diana and Luna from Zero Escape, and holy crap, I did not know that Luna and Diana were voiced by Merlina from Sonic and the Black Knight. And if there's anything you need to know about me, I adore Sonic and the Black Knight. That game changed. That changed a lot for me growing up. It was very special because that was the first Sonic game that my brother like beat by himself, and it changed. It changed like how I like it made me feel things like the miracle scene at the end. Oh, that's how you make me cry. One day I'm gonna have to like ramble on about why I love Sonic and the Black Knight so much. I could probably like say a little bit now why. Well, first it had my first ever twist villain. Like a lot of people's first twist villains when growing up was like Hans from Frozen. And legit, I kind of think Sonic the Black Knight does it better. And the themes that come with it make me sad and emotional. Fastest way to make me cry is playing the song Live Life from Crush 40. And if you don't know, listen to the song. Suffer as I have suffered. Which... not to mention, Merlina is probably one of the best written, like, Sonic, like, human characters. Hers... probably not the best, but definitely one of the best. 'Cause... gosh dang it. I felt things. Shiro Maekawa, how could you? And if you don't know, Sonic the Black Knight was the last story that Shiro Maekawa like wrote for the Sonic franchise before, for lack of a better word, not working for the Sonic franchise anymore. When I finally introduced it to Tyrone, it made my day. I think the only thing that made my day even more was when I introduced them to Princess Tutu. And I know I make a lot of content with Monica Magica, and if you know me, you would probably, if you mostly know me for my content, you would think, oh, well, obviously, Eevee's favorite show is, like, favorite magical girl show is Monica Magica. You would be mistaken if you thought that, because Princess Tutu, in my opinion, is probably one of the best magical girl shows out there. I see we have someone who's seen Princess Tutu, and if you haven't watched Princess Tutu, please watch Princess Tutu. It's on Amazon Prime. You can get a Blu-ray for $40. It's so good. It's like you can like knock it out in like not an afternoon, but like a couple. And ah. I've actually like met one of the voice actors for Princess Tutu at a convention, and legit hit hit. I was really starstruck, and it's just so good. Just ever have like a thing where it's like you want to go on for hours on how just gosh darn good something is, narratively, emotionally, tragically. Like, the thing I think about Princess Tutu that it sounds weird when I say it, but Princess Tutu is like a kind of show where the ending is so good that anything coming after that would feel like it would feel wrong. Hung. I know that there are some people that really don't like the ending, and I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's one of those things where as a kid you probably would hate it, but when you grow up as an adult, you just sit back and think, you know what, I wouldn't want it to end any other way. And it's just I need to draw Princess Tutu illustrations. Finish Princess Tutu! Be sure to get plenty of rest. And don't forget to hydrate and take care of yourself. I am going to finish up. Like, just change the last two modes, and I think we should be good. After that, I'll just say my announcements. And then we can go on from there. Have a good one. And Lumine, we are done with Lumine. I am definitely gonna have some post like edits to make, but I'm pretty satisfied. Thank you all again for coming, and the next one is gonna be Junpei, and if you haven't watched or played Zeroscape, please do so. And don't forget, you're all amazing. Have a good one. See ya.